Welcome to the Drowsy Historian. Tonight, we're going somewhere quiet, somewhere forgotten. A place that exists only in faded photographs and distant memories. We're going back to 1953, and you're not watching this time, you're living it. Close your eyes if you'd like. Get comfortable. Let the world outside fade away, because for the next hour, you're going to experience something most people never think about: the invisible labor, the endless routine, the quiet dignity of a 1950s housewife. Not the version you see in advertisements. Not the smiling woman in pearls holding a vacuum cleaner. The real version. The tired version. The human version. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's begin. It's 6 a.m. The house is dark. Silent. Except for the ticking of the clock downstairs in the living room. You're lying in bed, your husband beside you, his back turned, breathing steady and deep. The alarm hasn't rung yet, but your body knows. It always knows. Your eyes open, slowly, adjusting to the darkness. The bedroom is cold. Winter is here, and the heat hasn't kicked on yet. You can see your breath, just barely. A thin mist in the air. For a moment, you don't move. You just lie there, feeling the weight of the blankets, the warmth trapped beneath them. This is your last moment of stillness, before the day swallows you whole. You slip one leg out from under the covers. The cold air hits your skin, and you shiver. Then the other leg. Your feet find the floor. The wood is ice cold. Even through your socks, you stand, slowly, carefully. The bed creaks slightly, but your husband doesn't stir. Your nightgown hangs loose around you. White cotton, worn soft from years of washing. You reach for your robe, draped over the chair in the corner. It smells faintly of lavender. The sachet you keep in the closet. You tie it around your waist. The fabric is thick, warm, comforting. Now your slippers. Pink. A gift from your mother 3 Christmases ago. The left one has a small hole near the toe, but they're still good. You move toward the door, each step deliberate, quiet. The hallway stretches before you. Dark, the children's doors are closed. You pause outside your daughter's room, 6 years old, sleeping with her stuffed rabbit tucked under her chin. You can hear her breathing, soft and rhythmic. Your son's room is next, 4 years old. He kicks off his blankets every night. You'll check on him in a moment, but first, downstairs. The staircase, you know every creak, every groan. The 3rd step from the top. Always, the 7th step squeaks if you step on the left side, so you step on the right. Down you go, one hand on the banister. The wood is smooth, polished by countless mornings. At the bottom, you pause. The living room is to your left, the kitchen straight ahead. You head toward the kitchen, and here it is, your kingdom, your prison, your workplace, your domain. The kitchen. It's still dark. No need for the overhead light yet. The darkness feels right, peaceful. You move by memory. Your hand finds the edge of the counter. Cool formica beneath your fingers. The percolator sits on the stove where you left it last night. Already filled with water, already measured with coffee grounds. You did this at 10 p.m., after everyone went to bed, after the dishes were done, after the lunches were packed. You always prepare for tomorrow, because tomorrow always comes. You strike a match. That sound, sharp and sudden in the silence. The smell of sulfur. You light the burner. The blue flame springs to life, dancing in the darkness. You adjust it, lower. You have time. The percolator sits above the flame, waiting. Soon it will bubble and hiss and fill the house with that smell. Rich, bitter, awakening, but not yet. You move to the window above the sink. Pull back the curtain just slightly. Outside, the neighborhood is sleeping. Street lights still glowing. Lawns covered in frost. The milkman will come soon. His truck humming down the street, glass bottles clinking. Mrs. Peterson across the street, her light is on. She's always up early too. You wonder if she stands in her kitchen like this, waiting for the coffee, waiting for the day to begin. Behind you, the percolator starts to perk. That sound, perk, 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 like a heartbeat. Steady, reliable, comforting. You turn back, watch the glass knob on top, the coffee bubbling up, dark and rich, then falling back down. Perk, perk, perk. The smell fills the kitchen now. Warm, familiar, home. You breathe it in, deep. Let it fill your lungs. This is your moment, before everyone wakes. Before you become wife, mother, maid, cook, nurse, teacher. Right now, you're just you, standing in a dark kitchen, watching coffee brew, existing. The clock on the wall reads 6:15. You have 30 minutes, maybe 45 if you're lucky. Time to sit. Just for a moment, you pull out a chair at the kitchen table. The chrome legs scrape slightly against the linoleum. You sit, pour yourself a cup of coffee. Black, no sugar, no cream. You gave that up years ago. Can't afford the calories. Can't afford the time. The cup is warm in your hands. You wrap your fingers around it. Let the heat seep into your skin. You take a sip. Hot, bitter, perfect. Outside, the sky is beginning to lighten. Not sunrise yet, but that deep blue-black is fading to gray. You can see the shapes of things now. The fence, the garage, the tree in the backyard, its branches bare. Winter, upstairs. You hear it, the alarm clock, that shrill, insistent ringing, your husband's alarm. 6:30 on the dot. Every morning, same time, same sound. The ringing stops. You hear movement. Footsteps across the bedroom floor. The bathroom door closes. He's up. You stand. Rinse your cup in the sink. Place it in the dish rack. Time to start breakfast. You open the refrigerator. The light inside is harsh. Yellow. It makes you squint. Eggs, bacon, bread, milk, butter. You gather what you need. Close the door. The bacon first. You lay strips in the cast iron skillet. They sizzle immediately. That sound, that smell, fat rendering, meat crisping. You stand over the stove, watching, waiting. The bacon curls at the edges. You flip each piece with a fork, one by one. Behind you, footsteps on the stairs. Your husband. You don't turn around. You know the routine. He enters the kitchen, dressed for work, gray suit, white shirt, thin black tie, hair combed, shoes shined. Good morning, he says. Good morning. You reply. He pours himself coffee, sits at the table, opens the newspaper, the rustle of pages, the sip of coffee, the sizzle of bacon. This is your soundtrack. You crack eggs into a bowl, 4 of them. Whisk them with a fork. The sound rhythmic, repetitive, metal against ceramic. Pour them into another skillet, the one with butter melting, golden and foaming. You scramble them, pushing them around the pan with a wooden spoon. They go from liquid to solid, from yellow to pale, soft and fluffy. Toast, 2 slices in the toaster. You press down the lever, wait for the pop. The bacon is done. You transfer it to a plate lined with paper towels. The grease soaks through, leaving dark spots. The toast pops up. You butter it quickly. While it's hot, the butter melts into the bread. You assemble his plate. Eggs, bacon, toast, just how he likes it. You set it in front of him. Thank you, he says, not looking up from the paper. You're welcome, you say. Now the children. You hear them upstairs. Your daughter's voice, soft, sleepy, calling for you. Mommy. You wipe your hands on your apron, head back upstairs. Your daughter is sitting up in bed, her hair a mess of tangles, her rabbit clutched in one arm. Good morning, sweetheart, you say. Morning, Mommy. She yawns. Time to get dressed. School today. She groans. Doesn't want to. Never wants to, but she climbs out of bed. Lets you help her into her dress. Blue with white flowers. You button it up the back. Your son is harder. He's still asleep, face buried in his pillow. You shake his shoulder gently. Come on, baby. Time to wake up. He groans, rolls over, blinks at you with sleepy eyes. Up, you say, firmly but kindly. He sits up, rubs his eyes. You help him into his clothes, pants, shirt, socks, shoes, downstairs with both of them. They sit at the table. Your husband is finishing his breakfast. You pour milk for the children. Make them toast with jam, soft-boiled eggs for your daughter. She likes to dip her toast in the yolk. Your son just wants cereal. Cheerios with lots of sugar. You give him less than he wants. The morning moves quickly now. Your husband stands, kisses you on the cheek, a dry, perfunctory kiss. Habit more than affection. I'll be home at 6, he says. Okay, you say. He ruffles your son's hair, tells your daughter to be good at school, and then he's gone. The front door closes. The car starts. The sound fades down the street. You help your daughter with her coat, her shoes, her lunchbox. You packed it last night. Peanut butter and jelly, an apple, cookies. The school bus will be here in 10 minutes. You walk her to the end of the driveway. Hold her hand. Wait in the cold. The bus appears. Yellow, loud. It stops with a hiss of brakes. She climbs on, turns to wave. You wave back, and she's gone too. Back inside. Your son is playing with his toy cars on the living room floor, V-rooming them across the carpet. You have an hour before you need to take him to nursery school, an hour to clean up breakfast. The kitchen table is a mess, plates with egg yolk smeared across them, crumbs from toast, cups with dried coffee rings, bacon grease congealing in the skillet. You clear it all, stack the plates, scrape the leftovers into the trash. The sink, you fill it with hot water, add soap, watch the bubbles form, white and frothy. You plunge your hands in. The water is almost too hot, but you're used to it. Your hands are always red, always dry, always cracked at the knuckles. You wash each plate, each cup, each fork, each knife. The sponge in your hand, rough on one side, soft on the other. You scrub in circles. Rinse in cold water. Place each item in the dish rack. The bacon skillet, that takes more work. You sprinkle salt in it. Use a brush to scrub away the burned bits. The egg pan, easier. Just soap and water. Your hands move automatically. You've done this thousands of times. 10,000 times. More. You don't think about it. Your mind wanders. You think about the grocery list. You need milk, bread, maybe a roast for Sunday dinner. You think about the laundry, the pile in the basement, growing, always growing. You think about your daughter's teacher, the note she sent home, asking for volunteers for the class party. You'll volunteer. You always do. The dishes are done. You dry your hands on a towel. The skin on your knuckles splits slightly. A tiny line of blood. You ignore it. You wipe down the counters, the stovetop, the table, everything clean, everything in its place. The kitchen looks perfect, like no one ate here, like no one lives here. But you know, in 6 hours you'll be standing here again, making dinner, and in 12 hours washing more dishes. The cycle never ends. Your son, he's still playing in the living room, his cars lined up, racing them against each other. You sit on the couch. Watch him. He's so focused, so serious, making engine sounds with his mouth. Vroom, vroom. He looks like his father. Same eyes, same serious expression, but he has your smile. When he smiles, which isn't often anymore. Time to go, you say. Nursery school. He doesn't want to. He never wants to, but you help him with his coat, his boots, his mittens. You bundle yourself up too. Your heavy coat, your scarf, your gloves. Outside, the air is sharp, biting. Your breath comes out in clouds. You hold his hand. Walk the 3 blocks to the church. The nursery school is in the basement. Other mothers are there, dropping off their children. They smile at you. You smile back. Small talk, the weather, the upcoming bake sale, someone's new curtains. You nod. You contribute the bare minimum. You're not friends. Not really. Just women who exist in the same space, performing the same duties. You kiss your son goodbye. He clings to you for a moment, then runs off to play with blocks. And now you're alone. The walk home is quiet. The streets are empty. Everyone is where they're supposed to be. Men at work, children at school, mothers at home. You pass Mrs. Peterson's house. She's outside, taking in her milk bottles. She waves. You wave. Neither of you stops to talk. Home. You close the door behind you. The house is silent. Completely silent. No husband. No children. Just you. This is the part of the day where you're supposed to feel relief, gratitude for the quiet, but instead you feel nothing, just emptiness. The house is clean. The beds are made. The dishes are done. And you have 3 hours until you need to pick up your son. 3 hours to fill. You head to the basement. The stairs creak. Each one. The basement is cold, damp. It smells like concrete and detergent. The washing machine is in the corner. Old, white. It rumbles and shakes when it runs. Next to it, the laundry basket. Overflowing. You sort through it. Whites, colors, delicates. Your husband's shirts, your daughter's dresses, your son's little pants, your own things, always last, always least important. You fill the machine with whites, your husband's undershirts, his handkerchiefs, the bed sheets. You add detergent, Tide. The powder pours out, white and grainy. Smells clean, chemical. You turn the dial, set it to hot water. Press the button. The machine groans to life. Water rushes in. Filling the drum, the agitator begins to turn. Back and forth, back and forth. While it runs, you go back upstairs. Get the vacuum cleaner from the hall closet. It's heavy, awkward. You drag it to the living room, plug it in. The cord stretches across the floor. You flick the switch, the motor roars to life. You push it back and forth across the carpet. The sound is loud, overwhelming. It fills your head, drowns out your thoughts, which is nice. Sometimes, back and forth, over the same spots, making lines in the carpet, parallel, perfect. The living room, the hallway, the stairs, one at a time. Your arms ache, your back aches. You ignore it. Downstairs, the washing machine has stopped. You transfer the wet clothes to the laundry basket. Heavy with water, you carry them outside, to the backyard, where the clothesline stretches between two metal poles. The air is cold. The wet fabric is colder. Your fingers are numb, but you hang each piece, one by one. Shirts, sheets, towels, underwear. You use wooden clothespins. They snap onto the line, hold everything in place. The wind catches a sheet. It billows like a sail. You smooth it down. Pin it secure. When you're done, the line is full, a row of white, flapping in the breeze. By tonight, they'll be dry, stiff from the cold, and you'll bring them in, fold them, put them away, and tomorrow, the basket will be full again. You check the clock, 11 o'clock, time to go to the grocery store. You grab your purse, your shopping list, your coat. The store is 6 blocks away. You walk, you always walk. The car is for your husband, for work, for important things. The streets are busier now. Other housewives, running errands, pushing strollers, carrying bags. You pass the butcher shop, the bakery, the 5 and dime. The grocery store is on the corner, small, family-owned. Not like those new supermarkets they're building out by the highway. You push open the door. A bell rings, announcing your arrival. Inside, it smells like produce, like fresh bread, like sawdust on the floor. You grab a basket, begin your route. Produce first. You select apples, one by one, checking each for bruises. 3 pounds. Potatoes, 5 pounds. For mashing, for roasting. Carrots, onions, celery. For soup, the meat counter. You take a number, wait your turn. The butcher knows you. Everyone knows everyone here. What can I get you today, Mrs. Thompson? He asks. A roast, you say. For Sunday, 3 pounds. He wraps it in white paper, ties it with string, writes the price on top in greased pencil. Down the aisles, canned goods, flour, sugar, coffee, bread, milk, butter, eggs. You check prices, calculate in your head. The budget is tight, always tight. You put back the fancy cookies, get the store brand instead. At the register, Mrs. Henderson. She's worked here for 20 years. She rings up each item, one at a time. The register dings with each entry. The total. You count out bills from your purse. Money your husband gave you on Monday. For the week, you have enough. Just barely. You carry your bags home. 2 heavy paper bags, one in each arm. They cut into your hands. The handles dig into your palms. By the time you reach your house, your arms are shaking, but you made it. You put everything away. The roast in the refrigerator, the canned goods in the pantry, everything in its place. The clock, 12:15. Time to make lunch. You're not hungry. You're never hungry, but you should eat something. You make yourself a sandwich, white bread, a slice of ham, a slice of cheese, no mustard, no lettuce. You sit at the kitchen table, the same chair you sat in this morning. You eat. Mechanically, the sandwich tastes like nothing. You wash it down with water. 5 minutes. That's all it takes. You rinse your plate, your glass. Add them to the dish rack. The house is clean. The laundry is drying. The groceries are put away. You've done everything you're supposed to do, and you have an hour, just 1 hour, before you need to get your son. You sit in the living room, on the couch, the same couch you sat on this morning. You could read. There's a magazine on the coffee table. Ladies' Home Journal. You haven't opened it. You could listen to the radio. Maybe there's a program on. You could take a nap. You're tired. You're always tired. But instead you just sit, hands folded in your lap, eyes on the wall, thinking about nothing, thinking about everything. The clock ticks. Tick, tick, tick. You think about your life. How did you get here? To this house, this life. You were young once. You had dreams. You wanted to be a teacher, or maybe a nurse. But then you met him, your husband, at a dance. He was handsome, confident. He asked you to marry him after 6 months, and you said yes. Because that's what you did. That's what everyone did. The wedding, white dress, church full of people, promises made, the honeymoon, 3 days, a hotel by the beach. You remember the ocean, the sound of waves, and then real life, the house, the children, the endless routine. Wake up, make breakfast, clean, laundry, groceries, make dinner, clean, go to bed, over and over. Every day the same. You wonder if this is all there is, if this is happiness, if you're supposed to feel something more than this numbness, this quiet desperation. But you don't say anything. You don't complain, because this is what you wanted. Isn't it? This is what every woman wants. A husband, children, a home, security, stability, respectability. The clock, 1 o'clock, time to get your son. You stand, put on your coat, head out the door. Chapter 10. The afternoon, 50:00. You pick up your son. He's happy to see you. He runs to you. You take his hand. The walk home, he chatters. Tells you about his day, the blocks he built, the song they sang. You listen. You nod. You smile. Home again, he wants a snack. You give him milk and cookies. He sits at the kitchen table, swinging his legs, drinking, eating. You sit with him, watch him. He's so small, so innocent. You wonder what kind of man he'll become, what kind of life he'll have. You hope it's better than this. The afternoon passes slowly. Your son plays. You start dinner. You peel potatoes, chop carrots, prepare the roast, season it with salt and pepper, slide it into the oven. The kitchen fills with the smell. Rich, savory, home. 3 o'clock. Time to get your daughter from school. You bundle up your son. Walk the 3 blocks to the elementary school. The children pour out. Loud, energetic. Your daughter finds you. Her face is flushed. She's been running. How was school? You ask. Fine. She says, that's all? Fine. You don't press. Home. Both children now. The house is louder. They want snacks. They want attention. They squabble over toys. You referee. You soothe. You redirect. Your daughter has homework. You sit with her at the table. Help her sound out words. Check her arithmetic. Your son colors. He shows you his pictures. You praise them. Hang them on the refrigerator. Chapter 11. Dinner time, 55:00. 5:30. The roast is done. You remove it from the oven. The meat is browned. Juice is running. Perfect. You let it rest. While you finish the potatoes, mashed with butter and milk, the carrots, boiled until tender. You set the table. 5 plates, 5 forks, 5 knives, 5 glasses. The good plates, the ones from your wedding, white with blue trim. You fold napkins. Place them beside each plate. Everything ready. 6 o'clock. You hear the car in the driveway. He's home. The front door opens. Your husband, still in his suit, looking tired. You greet him. Take his coat, his briefcase. How was work? You ask. Fine, he says. That's all? Fine. Dinner is ready. You say. He nods. Goes to wash his hands. You call the children. They come running. Take their seats. Your husband sits at the head of the table. You serve him first. A thick slice of roast, potatoes, carrots, gravy, then the children. Smaller portions, then yourself. The smallest portion, whatever's left. You eat together, in silence mostly. The children tell their father about their day. He nods, asks a few questions. You eat quietly. making sure everyone has enough, refilling glasses, passing the salt. The food is good. You know it's good. You've made this meal 100 times, but no one says anything. No one thanks you. That's okay. You don't expect it. Dinner ends. The children ask to be excused. You let them go. They run off to play. Your husband retires to the living room, turns on the television. The news, you clear the table. The sink fills with hot water again. Soap, bubbles. You wash the dinner plates, one by one. The roasting pan, the serving dishes, the pots, the utensils. Your hands are red, raw. The water is too hot, but you're used to it. You scrub, you rinse, you stack. The kitchen is quiet, except for the sound of running water, except for the clink of dishes. From the living room, you hear the television, the murmur of voices, your husband, watching, relaxing. You don't resent him. Not really. He works hard. He provides. This is your job, your contribution. You wash dishes. When you're done, you wipe down the counters, the stovetop, the table, everything clean. Again, the kitchen looks perfect. Again, like no one ate here, like no one lives here. Tomorrow, you'll do this all over again. 8 o'clock. Time for the children to go to bed. You give them baths, one at a time. Your daughter first. You wash her hair, rinse it, wrap her in a towel. Your son, he splashes, makes a mess. You clean it up. You help them into pajamas, soft flannel, warm. You tuck them into bed. Your daughter with her rabbit, your son with his teddy bear. You read them a story, a fairy tale. Once upon a time, their eyes grow heavy. They yawn, they drift. You kiss their foreheads, turn off the light, leave the door cracked. Downstairs, your husband is still watching television. You sit beside him, on the couch, not touching, just beside. You watch the screen, but you're not really watching. You're just here. 9:30. He yawns, says he's going to bed. You nod, say you'll be up soon. He leaves. You hear him climb the stairs, hear the bedroom door close. You sit alone in the living room. The television's still on, but the sound turned low. You think about tomorrow. It will be the same. Exactly the same. Wake up, make breakfast, clean, laundry, groceries, make dinner, clean, go to bed, and the day after that, the same, and the day after that. You're tired, so tired, not just in your body, in your soul, but you can't stop. You can't rest, because tomorrow, they'll need you. They'll need breakfast. They'll need clean clothes. They'll need dinner, and you'll be there. You'll do it all, because that's what you do. That's who you are. You turn off the television. The house goes dark. Quiet. You check the doors. Make sure they're locked. You turn off the lights. One by one, you climb the stairs. Slowly, each step heavy. In the bedroom, your husband is already asleep. Breathing deeply, you change into your nightgown. The same white cotton, worn soft. You slip into bed. Under the covers, the sheets are cold. You lie there, in the dark, eyes open, thinking about nothing, thinking about everything. And then, your eyes close, and you drift into sleep, into dreams, into tomorrow, which will be exactly like today. Outro. And that is what a 1950s housewife actually did all day. Not glamorous, not fulfilling, just necessary. The invisible labor that built America. The quiet sacrifice no one saw, no one acknowledged, no one remembered, until now. Thank you for joining me tonight on the Drowsy Historian. I hope you found peace in this journey. Maybe even sleep. Good night.